Hello, I'm Tom Lanou. As you can tell from the picture, I'm the instructor for this class. I'm going to make a very, very short recording here because I realize that while some people have been in online classes for several quarters by the time they take this class, there are probably some other people who have not had an online class or haven't had a Rasmussen online class. So I'll try to give you a very, very quick idea of how the online works here at Rasmussen. So what you should be seeing right now on your screen is basically essentially what your online course looks like. When you log into your online class, some of you are in section 4, some of you are in section 5, but it should look the same. You should see my picture, little stuff going back and forth, which should have your name on it. If it doesn't have your name, that's a problem. That means I set it up wrong. If all you're seeing is my name, it should have your name. This is what we call the course page. For those of you that are somewhat new to online, the course page is probably the handiest page. Now, I like these little tabs up here. You can see this is course. If I just click on course, I get this page. The nice thing about this page is it has all the stuff you need pretty much right at your fingertips. I can scroll up and down a little bit. You can see already I've got announcements in here. Introduction to management, what the objectives are this week. I can scroll down at the long announcement. I'm a wordy little devil apparently. Yeah, and it just keeps going. There's another one that tells you a little bit about this class. It's a baseline class. This is a very important class. So this is the course page. It has all your announcements on it. Those are going to change 2-3 times a week, so you're going to want to check those. Your course mail right here, view inbox will check your mail. Click message will allow you to send mail. The easiest way to get hold of me is just send me an email through your online class. I'm usually online for multiple hours every day. I usually check my email multiple times a day, so the quickest way to get hold of me is send me an email. And then you've got your discussion forums. The student lounge, many of you are familiar with. This is just where you can tell me a little bit about yourself. You can learn a little bit about, I must have touched that. That was careless. You can read about me, right? You can learn about other students. Let's go back here and I'll try to keep my hands off this thing. Student lounge, though, is basically you can tell me about yourself, learn a little bit about your fellow students. General course questions. There's probably not a lot in here yet. The thing I should point out to you about general course questions is everyone can read these. Okay? So if you have a question that you don't mind the rest of the class seeing, by all means, put it in general course questions. If you have one that just pertains to you specifically, you'd be better off sending me an email. Okay? Syllabus, this tab over here on the left, if you click on that, it just gives you basically an electronic syllabus for the class. If you want to, you can print that out. That's totally up to you. Some people like hard copy. Some people don't care. It tells you where the points come from in this class, and you will notice almost all the points come from written assignments. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the written assignments are pretty much make or break in this class. It tells you how to get hold of me. This phone number is actually on the St. Cloud campus. I am rarely on the St. Cloud campus, but if you leave a message on that phone number, it will forward me an email with your message. So that's kind of handy. So that's the syllabus. Course calendar. A lot of people just blow past this. I have online office hours, and I'll tell you more about that if you ask. But basically, if you want to get hold of me, if you want to have a live conversation, a one-on-one live conversation, online office hours, I've got 2 hours on Mondays. I've got 2 hours on Sundays. If you really, really want to meet me face-to-face, I will actually be on the St. Cloud campus Thursdays, starting at about 11:30. So if you want to find me, you can. Discussion forums, for those of you that are new to online or having a little bit different, In this class, your initial posts are all due by Wednesday of each week. Okay, you need to make an initial post by Wednesday, and then you need to reply to at least one other student, preferably more. The more replies you make, the more likely it is that I think you've done a great job that week. But your replies are due by Saturday, not Sunday, Saturday. Your reply posts are due Saturday. And then your homework, there's never more than one written assignment a week. There's like 2 little tests as a midterm and a final. But this is really all about the written assignments every Sunday at midnight. Okay, so Sundays at midnight, except at the end of the quarter, but by then you'll be old hat to this. So if you're wondering when things are due, you need to put something in the discussion forum by this week, Wednesday, which should be the 9th. You need to reply to at least one other student by this week, Saturday, which is the 12th. And you need to get your first written assignment, part 1 of the individual project, into me by midnight on Sunday the 13th. That means that on Monday the 14th, I will start grading stuff usually. So if it's not in by Sunday night, if it's not in by the time I start Monday morning, it's considered late. If you want to know what happens late, again, go back to the syllabus, scroll down towards the end. The syllabus has the late submission policy. Let me change over here to a student view so mine doesn't look as different from yours. We'll just do it as a student view. And probably the other thing that I need to show you right now is lessons. If you go up here and click on the Lessons tab, okay, the Lessons tab has a little Getting Started thing. If you're looking for a book and don't have it yet, you should check Getting Started. There's an electronic copy. It has week 1, and it has a folder called Course Materials. If I click on week 1 and wait, you will see there's 2 assignments that are due. There's a discussion assignment. That's the one we just talked about. First post due Wednesday, reply post due by Saturday, and the written assignment. The discussion, I'm not going to click on that. If you do, it takes you to the discussion forum question. You can read that on your own. But the written assignment I need to talk about real quick. I did not create this class. I did not build this class. And one of the things that's weird is when you click on each week's written assignment, all it really tells you is that you have to go to course materials to get the directions. You're not going to find directions for the weekly assignments in the lessons. About the only thing the Lessons tab is good for you on the written assignment is scroll down to the bottom, and there's your Dropbox for submission. You can put in the title, attach your file. Most of you are going to use a Word document, attach your file. If you want to write me a little note telling me what a wonderful person I am, that's fine, but I really don't pay much attention to that. On the other hand, if you want to tell me how great my dog is, that always scores lots of points, and you've never met my dog. So he's right there. So anyway, but I need to show you this. If we go back to lessons, this is probably the best part of this entire presentation, and I'm going to wrap up. When you're at lessons, you'll see course materials. You might have to scroll down, but it's at the very bottom. If you click on course materials, you will see every single assignment for the entire 11 weeks of this class. So for those of you that are familiar with online, you know that normally week 1 opens up, then week 2 opens up, then week 3 opens up, and you never know what's coming. In this class, you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6. Those are all individual projects. So you do that on your own. It's all one big project. It's 6 weeks of one big project. Then starting in week 7, if I could quit this touching stuff that I don't want to touch, starting in week 7, you have a team project. You will be assigned to virtual teams. This is not something where you're going to you can if you want, but you do not have to get together. You can use Skype. You can use GoToMeeting, which is what this is, all sorts of things. But week 7 is team. Week 8 is team. Week 9, 10, and 11. Everything you want to know about the written assignments in this class, you can find by clicking on Lessons, going down to the bottom and clicking on course materials. So with that, I'm going to go back to the course page. I am going to stop this video here because there's really no point in going any further with it. It's just intended to give you a quick idea of how to navigate your online if you're not familiar with it. If you have any questions at all, go to your course mail, click on quick message, find my name, send me an email. I'll be happy to help you. Otherwise, have a great day. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out.